Hey guys, it's Zach with Forney Brothers Music. I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to switch it up a bit. If you don't notice, I'm playing a little bit of the music that I'm covering today. It's Trippie Red's Life's a Trip. This is his first actual official album. This came after, Life's Love Letter to You, and then Love Letter to You Too, and then there was this. He also released another project, Love Letter for You 3. That was after that. It was a few months after. Just a quick intro. He's a SoundCloud rapper from Canton, Ohio. Kind of SoundCloud. He got his start from SoundCloud, and now he's becoming more commercial and popular. He's kind of obsessed with his craft. He is always looking to better himself, and he's kind of humble about it. The only thing is that sometimes it could get a bit annoying. Like sometimes he cancels shows and stuff because the music doesn't sound right and the mixing and things like that. He's also one of the big three, in my opinion, of the melodic rappers, and that's Lil Uzi Vert, who just actually said a few days ago that he's gonna quit music, which is kind of out of nowhere. But you have to respect his decision. Not everybody's cut out to being a star all the time. And he made some good music while he was around, so we'll see what that brings to us. It could just be a thing for his album that he's supposedly supposed to drop. It could just be a marketing thing or something like that to just get everybody super hyped about it, and if that's the case too, that would be super cool as well. Also, that is Juice WRLD. I'm not a huge Juice WRLD fan. Along with Lil Uzi Vert, I'm not a huge fan of their music, but they're one of the three melodic rappers out there right now. And what I've noticed more now with the rap game especially is that popular artists are trying to change their sound a little bit to like more melodic based, more melody based songs, even albums too, just to make them more catchy and singable. You notice this, I think, the most with Drake. His new album Scorpion, I haven't listened to it a lot, but that song, that Kiki song, I don't know what the name of it is, but that's super melodic. Also, Nice for What is a very melodic song, so you see the shift kind of turn from more, beat oriented, just flexing and talking about girls and money and stuff, to kind of focusing more on the melody. So without further ado, we're just gonna get straight into it. The first song on the album is Together. It just played. It's playing number 2 right now. But number 1 song on the album is Together. It's a really, really intense, slow ballad song. It's tear-jerking at times. It's a very, like I said, it's a very intense song. It's relatable. It's talking about having somebody by your side and how you just gotta stay together and fight your demons together, and that you can do it. He has a lot of growling moments during this, and it gives me goosebumps, honestly. It's kind of his trademark is to go ah or something like that. But I really like it. I like how different it is, and honestly, it's like, it's wince-worthy. You want to keep listening to see what he's gonna do next, especially in this song. He does that all throughout this album, though, however, too. So we'll keep talking about it. Track 2 is Taking a Walk Now, that just played. It's a very smooth beat. It's very upbeat, kind of very easy listen, and there's good bars in there. It's basically about like people sleeping on him, and stuff like that, and kind of his rise from the SoundCloud scene, which I can understand too. It's a little bit darker. It's a dark melodic flow as well to the song. Track 3 is kind of the more emo-ish side of him. It's Wish. Diplo originally had this on one of his EPs that he did over the summer. It was featuring Trippie Redd, but he put it on this album and like remixed it. It's the Trippie mix. Like I said, it's the more emo side. He's kind of screaming. He's saying he can't feel his face and stuff. He's like, ah, and stuff like that. But it's still good. It's without a doubt not bad. I like it a lot, and there's a lot of screaming, like I said, and it's very raw. And he's talking about suicide in it for some reason, along with the second song, which I'm not sure if that's a cause for concern at all. I don't know if he's like crying out for help, but that's just kind of a common thing with like SoundCloud rappers in general, so I don't think it's anything really to worry about. Track 4 is Missing My Idols. This is more of a freestyle song. It's over a pretty basic beat. And again, it's about people sleeping on him and him being underrated and stuff like that. Track 5, Forever Ever. This one's more about the same thing. It's a good flow throughout his first verse, but it is, however, the first song I wasn't like super into. All the other ones I was like, dang, yeah, these are good. Forever Ever, track 5 was the only one where I was like, but it's still listenable. Track 6 is Bird Shit. The production on this song is very good. I really like the way everything sounds in this album. However, not one of the high points of the album. It's still good. There's good vocals in it. It's a very catchy hook to it. And there's a good amount of bars as well. And then you got track 7, which is my favorite song on the album, Bang. It definitely gives you that feeling of wow. Because it's the most different song on the album. It starts very slow with him kind of singing, and it's very raw, very punchy stuff. And then once you get out of that, it's straight into bass drop, and the bass is just do 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 throughout the rest of the whole song. Then it kind of calms down again and then goes back to that. I just love this song because it's the most different song. I usually tend to lean towards that, and it has a great chorus. Baby, yes, you're mine. Baby, yes, you're fine. That's very catchy and melodic as well. And the screaming is key on this. He does it all throughout the entire chorus, all throughout the verses. And like I said, if you're not a fan of this, then this song is not for you. I know I've seen some other reviews and people didn't like this song a lot. Me being a metal fan, I do like this song. I like how it's different. Track 8, How You Feel. It's a guitar ballad, another one. It's slow, it's intense, it's meaningful, but the only downside of it is that it's too long. It loses my interest. Like, I don't know how exactly long it is. I think it's like, it's one of the only songs on here that's over like 3 minutes. I want to say it's like 4 minutes and blah 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 seconds, but for a little bit I just lose interest and I'm like, okay, I'll skip this song. But on vinyl you can't really do that, so you gotta stomach through it. But basically it's about him, I think he's talking to a girl or something, and he says like, I'm trying to pour my heart out, how the fuck I'm supposed to sound. Yeah, the vocals are kind of shaky on here, but he's pouring his heart out. It's very raw, emotional content in this song. So he's like, how do you want me to sound? And he's very genuine. I've always admired that about Trippie Redd. He doesn't care what people think he sounds like, and he's very low auto-tune, if any, and that's very respectable about an artist in general. You know, he's obsessed with art, obviously. I mean, this album art is amazing. You got the Illuminati eye. You got a bunch of skulls and different moons and stuff like that. You got some butterflies. You got a tribute to his brother or friend who died. That's also a song on here, Oomp's Revenge. You got a good picture of him here. I don't know, he's like leaking some kind of syrup or something in there. I don't know what's going on. But you got the 14 tattoo. That's just the street he grew up on in Canton, 14th Street. But yeah, this album art is fantastic. That's just the backside. They're all in different colors here. And then the label of the album itself is that as well. I'll get out the vinyl here. I believe it's a bootleg. It doesn't sound very good. There's a lot of pops and cracks in it for some reason. It's a brand new record. I got it from somebody who's very special to me. It arrived late, but I was just happy to get it. And they knew I liked it too, so they knew it was important to me. So I'm just happy to have it, even though the sound quality's kind of not there, and I think it might be a bootleg, but oh well. I'm just happy to have it because Trippie Redd is quickly becoming one of my favorite rappers. Anyways, we'll keep going. And then after How You Feel, you get straight to the hardest song on the album, the most banger-esque. It's probably the best commercially known song on the album. It's Dark Knight Dummo with Travis Scott. Just a quick bit about the name. I believe Dummo is a shot at 6ix9ine for his song Gummo. So Trippie Redd and 6ix9ine were friends for a little bit. He even appeared on one of Trippie Redd's old songs on Love Letter to You, Pulls 1469, which is just, you know, he's called Lil 14, and then you got 6ix9ine. Anyways, that was a good song, and they collaborated well on it. But after the whole 6ix9ine controversy with him, like, potentially doing something to a younger female, we're not going to talk about that. Trippie Redd posted on his Twitter or something like that, and he's like, I don't condone that, man. Like, we used to be brothers, but like, we're done. And then 6ix9ine took offense to that somehow and had his boys go out and beat up on our boy Trippie here. So, you know, that's just unfortunate. Hopefully, if he gets out of jail, they could put their differences aside or something like that, and hopefully makes a couple other good songs together. But this is the biggest song on the album. It's like the most rap-esque hip-hop song. He's flexing about his diamonds and his Ferraris and stuff like that, which I don't mind if the song is good, which this is. The beat is very hard with ascending and descending bass lines and synths. Sometimes it's do-do-do-do, 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 and it fits very well. It's with one of the founders, in my opinion, of the melodic rap genre, of Travis Scott. I think he founded it all the way back in Rodeo. I don't know what year that was. I want to say like 2013-ish. But I think he's one of the four founders of the melodic genre of rap, at least. And he's very good. I tend to not dig his music too much, but I do really like his feature in this song. And his ad-libs are always funny too. All right, it's lit! So yeah, those are funny. The beat goes hard, like I said. Track 10 is Yuka Yuka. This song's like an iffy thing. It's about guns and stuff like that, but somehow Trippie Redd makes it work, sounding super upbeat. And I think that's hard to do, and it deserves some respect. That song was good. It's another kind of soft spot. Track 11 is Shake It Up. This is a really short song, goes very hard, comes at you very fast. Pretty much no meaning to it at all besides girls shaking their asses and stuff like that. It's just a fun, dancey song. And then you got track 12, Oomp's Revenge. I believe this is either about a dead brother or a dead friend or something like that. I think a very jazzy, smooth beat. It's probably a freestyle. He's freestyling over, you know, a very smooth beat that's simple and easy to do. Like I said, it's probably about a dead brother or something like that, which is unfortunate, but it's a good song to commemorate that friend that he lost. Track 13 is Gore. I think this is probably his best performance rapping wise in the album. It's very good. He's got a lot of bars. The flow is nice. And then there's, not to shy away from the great vocals there is in the intro and things like that. He's got a lot of basketball references in there too. He says, "Ballin' hard like Iguodala." Andre Iguodala won the MVP for the Golden State Warriors when they won the championship. And then he says, "I'm coming back like LeBron Heat days." That's cool too. I just think it's cool when people reference something else they're passionate about, especially in Canton. Like, basketball's huge. You know, it's probably his passion outside of music, so I just think it's cool to shout things out like that. And then also in that song, there's some really good growls at the end, and like I said, I'm a fan of that, so this was overall a very good song. And then track 14 is the last song. It's Underwater Fly Zone, another dark guitar ballad in here. It was a little bit boring for me, but it was still a good song. And it's basically talking about him trying to keep his composure, saying that he has no one around and that he feels lonely, has no shoulder to cry on. It's also a pretty relatable song, so it made it good for that reason, in my opinion. And then it was similar to Together, which if you play like Together and then the song after, they'll probably mesh right through. And I think that's really good, and that the album is well put together. Overall, solid 8 out of 10. I will be doing a review probably over his Love Letter to You 3. I just don't have it on vinyl yet. It's coming out February 13th, which is kind of cool just because it's right before Valentine's Day. It's a Love Letter to You 3. I think that's probably even better, this album, and I'm looking forward to getting that out to you guys. Be sure to like, subscribe, it helps me out. I'm just doing this as a hobby for now and having fun with it, so I'll see you guys on the next one.